Traditionally, employment has been the biggest concern for India from a long time because we are unable to provide 100% employment to our youth. 74 years of independence, yet that dream still eludes us. 100% employment. It has been reflected in million poll promises, but no one has been able to turn it into a reality. It has dashed the hopes of many scholar students who are forced to flee the country in search of a better opportunity. We have been listening about the concept of brain drain. What does it mean? The brain, which should be used in the development of our country, is now being used to nurture another nation. How painful and tragic situation are we in? We should feel ashamed of ourselves for the position we are in. But it is not the time of remorse, rather, it is the time of action. If our ancestors have not been able to achieve the dream of 100% employment, maybe we can. I am here to help you out in this. Now let us look at the data about employment. The total population of India is 1.3 billion. Total youth population of India, that is 28% of the population, which comes around 36 crores and 48 lakhs. The unemployment rate in India is nearly about 11% as per the latest estimate. So the total unemployed youth is about 4 crore and 22 lakhs. Here now I am going to suggest some avenues of employment and steps to be taken to exploit those avenues so that one day we will achieve at the desired result. First one is the services in government and private jobs. Now, here there is a requirement of an independent audit in every companies, whether that is government or private. The members of the audit committee should be HR professionals having 15 to 20 years of experience. They will conduct the audit half yearly. The main purpose is to identify the actual strength of employee based on the size and scale of the organization. If the audit has been done properly and regularly, then we will find near about 25% approximately vacancy in all these organizations. Now, put a clause in the CTO, that is the consent to operate of these organizations, that if you don't provide employment to full strength, as has been identified by the audit committee, then you will not be allowed to operate. I can assure you, it will create employment of nearly about 4 crores and 70 lakhs. Now let us look at the second avenue, that is agriculture. Agriculture consists of 41% of total employment being provided in India. Previously, 30 to 40 years back, it was nearly about 80%. The main reason behind this downfall is reducing profitability and the increasing cost of production. The reason of less profitability is because of forced selling with reduced price to a middleman, because the government is not controlling the buying and selling process. The solution is complete control of buying and selling by the government. The government fixes the price of item and purchase it item from farmers and then sell it to a middleman or customers or export it to outside. It will reduce the black marketing and hoarding of items. It will reduce the inflation and consumers will get a sigh of relief from the reduced price. But most importantly, the farmers will get the profit which was earlier being captured by the middleman. It will increase the percentage of share of agriculture from 41.19% to nearly about 60%, which in turn will provide employment to the youth. In totality, it will create employment up to 2 crore and 51 lakhs. Now the third avenue, that is recycling. India produces nearly about 62 million tons of municipal solid waste each year, which is likely to reach 165 million ton by 2030 and 450 million ton by 2045. But there is no system to deal with such an amount of waste. Waste is a resource which is being left unused. Therefore, a system of recycling units can be developed in the whole country. There are nearly about 8,000 towns and cities and 6,50,000 villages in India. One recycling unit can be created for 4 to 5 villages or towns. In this way, we can create nearly about 1,30,000 such units. If one of such unit can provide employment to 4 or 500 people at least, then all the units can provide employment to nearly about 6.5 crores unemployed youth. Now, to summarize it all, the total unemployed youth which was being discussed earlier was 4 crores and 22 lakhs. Now here, we have discussed about three avenues of employment. In totality, it could generate employment of nearly about 13 crores and 71 lakhs, which is much more than the required figure. To add icing into the cake is the fact that I have discussed only three avenues. There are a lot many more which I will explore in my upcoming videos. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So, you can imagine the numbers of employment it can create. The only thing that is being required here is complete dedication and open heart approach by the government. Don't let things for others to do rather than do it by yourself. Because your sole purpose of selection is providing a better life to the citizens in both social and economic point of view. In the end, I will say only this. Nothing is impossible, how big and gigantic it may sound or appear. You have to do only one thing, just take the first step. Thank you very much.